Alright, so here's the task. I have a segmented sphere here in ZBrush. You can see all the different groupings here. Everything is named appropriately, and I exported it as an FBX file. Let's go over to Maya and import this in. We'll grab that. Hit the A key to frame all there, and you'll notice all these pieces are separate. Great. Let's just drag, select everything, Control G, and now I have a hierarchy, and I can move that around pretty easily. And say, for instance, I want to do something like make this piece separate to animate. I'll go ahead and Control G one more time to create another hierarchy, and then I will take the piece itself and hit the C key. I have a key for center. And then what I can do is, something like this, I can actually rotate the piece, and I can click on the piece and then pop it out. So if I want to do an animation, I can pop it out using the up arrow key to go to the hierarchy, and then there I've got a very simple hierarchy set up. And I go to the group one, which I probably would name something like, sphere group. And then I can move this whole thing around. And then while this is all in position, I can then go here in local translation and rotation and scaling and so forth. So what I'm trying to do is do this in Blender. So I'm going to pause and I'm going to restart in Blender. Okay, now we're in Blender, and this is where the fun begins. All right, let's go ahead and import that file. And also, one quick thing here. I think this is being worked on, but this is really odd to have to see this whole file menu go full screen. It'd be nice if it was kind of a little more contained. I think they're working on that. Okay, where's my PC projects? And I got Blender. It just makes it hard to read all the stuff. Zport, export. There's my segmented sphere. And then I'll up here to import that. All right, so it's imported, but I don't see anything. First of all, why is it so small? I don't know what the units here are tiny, and I can't find anywhere, like intuitively, just go to preferences and find where I set my units. I cannot find it, so I have to like stop what I'm doing, look through the menu to find the manual, but I don't have time for that right now. So, for instance, if I select, okay, I have to select each one of these independently, and I think I've got something selected. Okay, I can see it there. But let's go to the scaling, and I'll scale these. Okay, there it is. It was super tiny. So at least I can kind of see what I'm working with. And that's not really what I want to do first. I want to group them first. But speaking of grouping, okay, it states in the manual that I should do something like Control G to group these. So I do Control G, and it says create new collection. So I don't see anything happen here. All right. Oh, do I click on this? Okay, new collection. Let's name it. Okay, enter. That didn't do anything. I'm not seeing anything happen here. I don't see a collection. And I don't know, scenes. I see scene collection, but I don't see anything named sphere that I thought I just made. Okay, so fail right there. Let's go back to this thing here. Now, another thing that somebody mentioned was, oh, here's another thing that's weird. It's like, when you select something here, I expect it to kind of be centered, selected here, but okay, it is selected, but why is this highlighted still? I don't get that. So it's like if I'm selecting something, is it highlighted? And then if I select something else, the highlight stays on that object, which is kind of confusing. You expect to see, when you click on something, you would expect to see the whole thing get highlighted. I don't know if that's like an update thing or something, but that might be a bug, or maybe it's just not working the right way yet. All right, so for example, let's I just see if I somehow my selection got here. Select. There we go. Now my right, I can't select. It's weird. I'm using a tablet, the mouse. For some reason, I cannot drag now. Did this get changed? Let's see. Ugh. Selection box. There we go. Eesh. Okay, so there we got that selected, and I think I only selected. I have selected. Looks like I selected the camera, which I no. Okay, so the light's over there. So I was to screen select. Got it. Okay. So now, one other option was when I was reading the manual or found a YouTube link was to hit the M key, and then it says new collection here. So if I type it in here, type in sphere, and then I guess you hit enter twice, and now there's a sphere collection. Yay, it's a collection, right? But, oh wait, no, what is it though? Because I can't select it and do anything with it. I guess it's like just a collection of something, but like I can't select it. So like I have this hierarchy. Is it a hierarchy? What is it? Is it a grouping? Is it a layer? Is it groups? Is it a collection? I mean, what is a collection? I can't do anything with this collection. It just lives in here. I can't like move. I can't translate, rotate, or scale any of this stuff. That's not what I want. I want a hierarchy, people. So let's undo this. Let's get out of this. I don't want a collection, right? I want a hierarchy. Let's undo all this. All right, so now, okay, reading the manual, like if I click pieces here, and I think it was it Shift P? Nope, Control P. Okay, object, set parent to object. Yikes. All right, let's just try the first one. Now I don't. So now what does this mean here? Keep transform, and I got all this other stuff here. You know, I want to be able to have that upper hierarchy be a null object, because what if I want to separate out to do some animation on that piece as well? I guess I just click off here. Okay, now when I select this, okay, it looks like I've selected something inside the hierarchy, but how do I like select this and then select, is it A or something? No, that hits everything. I want to kind of go up the hierarchy. My muscle memory is going to the up cursor to go up the hierarchy string, but it's not working that way. Maybe there's something else here to do. I can't figure it out, because all the keys are not industry standard. All right. Let's see. I'm really trying to get Blender to work, you guys. I'm loving it for the rendering parts, the real-time rendering stuff, but like day-to-day stuff, this stuff is not intuitive at all. Okay, so I can click on this, I guess. Wait, see, that's right side, but is that the hierarchy? What did I just do there? Now I'm in edit mode. Go back to object mode. Okay, so if I click on that, oh, wait a minute. Okay, so it's highlighting this, but it's moving the whole thing. That's kind of a little misleading. I want to... yeah, this is really confusing. I want this to be all under one separate null that I can name. And then I want to go through and say if I wanted to take this piece, like I wanted this piece to be the parent. Can I move this out? It says move node, move inside collection. So I move it. That's another thing. I don't see it moving. Control to link, shift to parent. So if I click, nope, see, I gotta click, and then you gotta hit the control key. So now it says link inside collection. I don't know what this is doing. Not what I want. I want to be... let's undo this. So the other... Okay, undo all the way back here. I guess I just hit my own limit. My limit's for undoing. Like, how do I unparent this stuff? Like, I can't just grab it and unparent it or reparent it. Like, how do you do this? Like, oh, there we go. There's something there. Now, what is this? What is that? Like, what is this little icon? Why is it here? Oh, what did I just grab out? Did I grab something out of the hierarchy? What the hell did I just do there? Let's see, let's go back. I have no idea. So what do I have? Oh wait, right side, and then this. What, like, so? What is this? What is this? And then what is? That's the material I can see. All right. Like I get that. Yeah, it's the material. They all come in with their own separate materials. I can go in here and change it up. I think, right? Why that's not doing it? Oh, wait, I think over here. There we go. Got that. I got materials down, and I got all the Eevee stuff down. Yeah, I get it. All right, but the problem is, man, it's just really confusing. Like, what is this? I'm in edit mode. How do I get in edit mode? Oh, there we go. So I guess that's the component mode or object component. So if I click on the object, I guess you can enter edit mode by clicking on this. All right. But I just want to like reparent stuff, and you can't. Like, I can't take stuff out of this hierarchy. Oh, wait, move inside collection, so I can do that. Okay, so I'm taking stuff out. So now this is the centerpiece. So what if can I pair stuff into that? I don't know. See, it's not going into it. I have no idea what I'm doing here. I'm taking stuff out, but I don't know how to put it back in, or I don't know how to re-hook up. Oh man, if this could just work. Now, did I just grab everything outside? Like, what did I just do here? I just took everything outside of its component or something? Oh, for fuck's sake. All right, you can kind of see my frustration here. It's just really not intuitive, and I am getting frustrated again because I really wanted to start using this kind of like in production, but I can't because it's really backwards. So I just want to do basic shit like I want to like, and then again with I gotta get used to this whole bullshit with the scaling. You know, that's another thing is I wish that you would be able to, like, I want to go over here and grab. I need my transformers, just that my gizmos, and I know you can turn them on here, but this acts differently. Like, here's the thing, hotkey. So I still want to just do my hotkey. So if I hit the G key for move, I'm sorry. Let's say if I go up to here and I want to hit the R key for rotate. What? Who the fuck rotates in screen space? I need to rotate in the axis, and I don't want to have to sit there and try to kind of guess which axis because, oh, guess what? The axes are different from the standard industry one of Y up. It's now Z up. So that screws you up as well. So now I got to remember, oh, wait, which one is up now? Oh, it's Z, so I want to go around the Z axis. Well, screw this. I just want to go, I want to grab I want to get a gizmo. So I got to click the gizmo in order to get it. So why can't this just be easy to use? Why is it so freaking confusing? Yeah, I'm starting to get a little frustrated. So anyhow, and there's a helicopter going over, and it's going to screw up my audio. So I'm going to pause now. Okay, I'm back. One thing I wanted to kind of show, I'm kind of calming down a little bit here after reviewing that previous rant. Um, so here's the thing I'm trying to achieve. Here back in Maya, just to show you how simple it is. If I have like an object here in a hierarchy, if I right click and just drag, you can see where I could just go and reposition stuff. So if I want to take this little hierarchy here and move it up here, it just works. And if I need to like parent this inside here, I could take this one and say put it inside there, and I just parented it to it, and it's part of that group now. I just want to try to do that kind of simple geometry manipulation inside Blender, and I can't figure it out for the life of me. One other thing too is, usually a 3D app has, you have your objects and you are seeing your channel box pretty normally here. One thing I noticed in Blender is that you don't get that right off the bat. You have to go over here and you have to expand this little guy here to get your transforms. And that thing is like hidden by default. I think that should be on. That should be like on its own separate thing. You should always have access to your control panel for your objects. You can kind of see what's going on. It just gets a little confusing. Yeah, you can see here that all the stuff had to be scaled up just to get this, so I could see this. Also, there you go. I have to hit the back key. I wonder why all my stuff came in really small. Let's try something really quick. Let's go back to new. Let's try one more time. Let's file import that FBX file. Yeah, I don't know why it's tiny in. I probably should pause here for a second, but I'm gonna go like if the first time I'm in here, I'm like, okay, where's my units at, right? Oh wait, oh, say, hold on, what's this over here? Units. So it says the unit system is metric, right? And Maya's is metric. I'm sorry, Maya is in centimeters. Their default is centimeters. And let's see here. Where is it at? Settings. So they're centimeters. And I don't know what ZBrush's defaults are. Whoa, what's screen there? Where's my ZBrush? Yeah, I don't know what ZBrush default is, but it was like just like a default sphere that I had worked in here, so I don't think it was too tiny. So I do not know why in Blender it comes in extremely small, but here, unit scale, if I go like 100, let's try re-importing something. So wait, if I go units here, metric, what if we hit none? And then we hit import. Let's see what that gives me. Oh, I gotta keep them the same. Blender, da-da. Yeah, it's still tiny. I do not know why it's tiny. Let's try one more. Let's try new. So if I go here and I change the units before I import, so if I go unit scale like 100, and then we import, will that affect it? Let's see. Nope, it still comes in tiny, which is confusing. Okay, so I guess also I have to pick the guy last that I want to be the parent, so let's just try this one more time. And then shift, 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 and then shift, control P. See, that's another problem. I'm using a tablet and I'm not using my mouse, so when I hit control P and my hand is, I gotta be careful. See, when I move I got my hand up and I have to put the tablet back down on my Intuos, and it doesn't do it. So I gotta back over to the mouse. Okay, so I think I got that parented. So now, if I go to the scale, I thought I had just parented that. Oh, there we go. All right. Oh, wait. Let me make sure. I wish this could be like docked or always on. So, if this is set to 1, that's a scale of 1. So when I brought this in, why does it come in? That's interesting. Why does it? Oh, because it's, first of all, because it's a different coordinate system, of course. So that fucks you up right there. But why did it come in scaled 0? That seems like be what it came in as. The FBX. So like default of 1 should be what you would expect, but interesting. When you do a file import, is there anything to set? Oh, I need to see these over here because you know why? Because I'm busy looking at all this stuff because this window is so huge. I didn't even come over here and see what's all the way down here in the lower left corner. So what do we got here? Manual orientation, scale. Okay. Well, geez, manual orientation. So we want Y up. This should be, wait, ZBrush is negative to Z forward? I can't remember what they do. They do it also different. And then the scale is 1. Now what is experimental applied transform? Well, the scale's already set to 1. It should come as 1, right? Do I have to set the scale? And then click this and go all over here and click this one, all over there, or double click it. Now, I don't know what I just did there. Did I just import it on top of itself? Ugh, what is this? Now, why is it snapping? Wait. What? I got into some weird mode now where I'm on the, how did I get on this cursor thing? Where I'm snapping to the, I don't know what I did there, but I got into some weird mode. Let's restart everything. Discard. All right. Import. And then let's go back over here. Let's try taking this to like 100. And then let's try taking the manual orientation to there. All right, that seemed to do something where it did a prescale and I applied it. Something you wouldn't expect. And also, it's not in the oh wait, no, it is the orientation, so it's facing forward because that's how I had it facing in ZBrush. Okay, so once more, wait, if I click these in reverse order, and at least have that one be the parent, right? You know, Control P. Why is that working? No, I have to have this inside the window to work. Cube transform. Do I try that? See what I'm doing though is I'm going over here and clicking these buttons, which I don't want to do. It's like if I'm out here, okay, I just clicked the object. I'll tell you, man, but going back and forth with these 3 different navigations between ZBrush, Maya, and Blender is going to drive me insane. Okay, so that's the main hierarchy, right? It should have everything selected. Why is it just like that one piece? That's really confusing. I select that piece, got it. But for instance, if I wanted to hit the R key to rotate, like again, I don't understand screen space rotation. This is like on no axis. It's like, who really uses this? I want to. So here's what stop. Come over here, turn this on. Now when I hit R, I thought it would show me the. I thought it was supposed to show you the. I have to go over here and click this, right, to get the gizmo. I don't know. Oh, I need to zero this out. Or how do I zero that out? Oh, I gotta remember to unhide this hidden thing here. Then go through here and oh, no, that didn't do it because you know why? That is relative to how the object came in or how it didn't come in. That's supposed to be zeroed out. Like if I go here and zero, look at this, it's all rotated 90 degrees. Oh my gosh. It is just, sorry, it's just a clusterfuck of confusion. Yeah, I don't know. Can someone just tell me how to like just group stuff in a hierarchy and move it around so I can do so I can just do the stuff that I did like in literally like 2 seconds. You know, like I have a hierarchy here. Look, it acts like I want it to act. Oh look, I can rotate it on the local axis. Oh look, I have a grouping, and I can go to the child, and I can like arrow up to the hierarchy to the parent, and then move it around. I just want to do this kind of shit really simply in Blender. This takes me like 1 second to do in Maya, and I can't do it in Blender. Can someone please show me the light? What am I doing wrong here? All right, thanks.